Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my eyeshadow palette collection. I have watched a lot of these videos recently and I absolutely love them, so I thought, why not do the same? I wanted to show you my eyeshadow collection because I did try filming my makeup collection, but it was so long that I just could not put it up. It would be like an hour-long video just because I talk too much. So I thought, you know what, I'll just do eyeshadows because, you know, who doesn't like looking at eyeshadow palettes? So, just a quick disclaimer because I know that a lot of people can get a bit touchy about this. Yes, I'm a palette addict. I'm such a hoarder of eyeshadow palettes and that's just the way I am. They're one of my favourite makeup items to buy, that and lipsticks and highlighters. So I do have a lot, but I have paid for everything myself. I am in no way trying to brag whatsoever. It's just, I'm a makeup addict. I'm a makeup collector. I like collecting makeup items just like a lot of other people, so I know that people do get touchy about this, so that's why I thought I'd do a quick disclaimer. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video and let's get into it. So the first drawer of my eyeshadows of my palette should I say, has all of my favourite high-end palettes in and kind of the smaller ones. So in this side I have my Kat Von D, so I have the Monarch palette, which looks like this. I bought this off Depop used, so that's why it looks a little bit beaten up, but it's really good. I used it for the first time today and I like it a lot. It's a lot more powdery than the others though. Probably my favourite Kat Von D palette, the Shade and Light Eye palette, which looks like this. Just pretty much basic everyday nudes, but I absolutely adore this palette. I then have this Kat Von D palette which is called Chrysalis. I don't know what this is called, but it looks like this. It has like a lot of like purpley, bluey shades, cool toned colours. I mainly wanted it because of this colour. This is sadly discontinued as well as the Monarch palette, but I still managed to get this from Sephora, so that's really exciting. Next is the Shade and Light Eye Glimmer palette, which looks like this. So it's like the Shade and Light, but this is just all like glittery shimmer shades, which is amazing, so I'm really excited about this. And this one has the plastic packaging instead of cardboard. And then the last for the Kat Von D in this shot is the, I can't get it all in shot, the Saint and Sinner palette, which looks like this. Has so many beautiful shades in, like a good mix of colours, so I really like that, and the packaging is absolutely beautiful. Then have these two Stila molted metal kind of glitter eyeshadows. I have the shades Diamond Dust and Gold Goddess. I just keep these in here because they're brand new and they are high end, so I just pop them in there. Then I have my Kylie Cosmetics palette. So I have the Naughty palette, which the packaging for this I'm absolutely obsessed with, and it looks like this. Really festive, lots of reds and a couple of greens and stuff. It's gorgeous. I love the quality of these shadows. Then I do also have the Nice palette too, which is very warm toned. This colour here is amazing, and this is probably my favourite. This is Ginger Snap, and it's a beautiful like mustardy shade. Then have my Jeffree Star palettes. So I have the Androgyny, which oh, I just shoved my nail in it. But this is one of my absolute favourite palettes. I'm sure you are all aware of that. I love this palette so much. I'm just going to wipe my hands down because I just dropped that palette nearly. Then I have my Beauty Killer palette, which is Jeffree's first palette, and it looks like this. I love the shade range in here. I think it's amazing. This colour, this gold, is absolutely incredible, and I love this for a transition. Yeah, I love this palette. I then have two NYX palettes. The reason why I keep it in here is because these are kind of high-end prices. These are £25 each, which is a lot of money. So first I have the Fire palette, which looks like this. It's so pretty. I wanted it mainly for that shade, but I love like this colour and this one. Then I have the Earth palette too, which is probably my favourite. No, I like the Fire more, but this has more shimmer shades. This is actually my second one because first one I got, this colour had smashed before I'd even used it, so I had to send it back. But yeah, really pretty colour layout. Then in the back I have my Anastasia palette. So I have the Subculture, which looks like this. I recently did my Subculture versus Makeup Revolution video, which is on my channel. If you look back, it's probably my last video. Love this palette. Then I have the Modern Renaissance, which looks like this. This is like an absolute favourite in the makeup world, but it's gorgeous. I do really like that palette. The quality is amazing. I then have the Prism palette, which looks like this. A lot of people don't like the colour arrangement in here, but I really, really like it. Like, this colour is absolutely amazing, and I love like the good mix of mattes and shimmers, where the other two are lacking. They don't have as many mattes in, shimmers in, sorry. So I like that this has such a good range. So they're my Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. Last two palettes in here, I have the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. I'm sure you've all seen this before 1,000 times. But like, I love the colours in here, I love the smell, and I used this for the first time because it's pretty much brand new to me the other day, and I absolutely loved it. So this is such a good palette. Then I have the Urban Decay, you can see my setup, I'm so sorry, Heavy Metals palette, which looks like this. It slides out rather than opens up. I'm trying not to blind you all. It looks like this, helps a little bit, looks like that. It's really, really pretty. So yeah, I love that palette. Love the packaging, it's so cool, and it's really bulky and like weighty, so it's nice. And that is it for my first drawer. So the next drawer down is my favourite drugstore palettes. They are all by Makeup Revolution or I Heart Makeup. So the first palette that I have is my Soph palette. I like to keep this at the top because it's my favourite, plus it's signed. So it looks like this. I am obsessed with this colour arrangement. I think this colour arrangement is absolutely gorgeous. I'm completely obsessed with it, so I love that palette. Obviously it's very affordable, which is also a perk. I then have my Life on the Dance Floor palettes. So this one is Guest List, which is just covered in glitter. And it looks like this on the inside. Really warm, very like orangey, reddy purple. It's really pretty. I then have VIP, which is the gold glitter one. These were limited edition, I believe, but I think you can still get a couple on Superdrug. And it looks like this. Gorgeous. It's full of like really pretty shimmer shades, and it's quite a lot lighter than the other, but it's really pretty. I then have After Party, which is the silver glitter one, which is pretty much all shimmers except for the top row and this black down here, but the rest are shimmers. It's gorgeous. Like, there's such a good range of shades in here. And the last one is Sparklers, which is the black glitter. I love this packaging because it's not like a chunky glitter. Like, it's kind of coated in the plastic. And it looks like this. This is the more colour palette. I love these greens down here. Really amazing colours. I have my Reloaded palette. This is the Subculture dupe. This is Iconic Division palette, which looks like this. I've obviously featured that in my dupe video. This one is Iconic Vitality, which is a dupe of the Modern Renaissance. Not that Makeup Revolution need any more dupes of the Modern Renaissance, but whatever. This is Neutrals 2. Which looks like this. This, I think, is maybe a dupe of the Heat, but then I'm thinking of the Urban Decay Naked Heat, but I'm not too sure. I'll have to compare side by side. Oh no, I think this one is. And this one is Iconic Fever. I think this one's the dupe for the Naked Heat, but it's really, really pretty. Then I have all of my chocolate bar palettes. So I have I Heart Chocolate, Death by Chocolate, Naked Chocolate, Pink Fizz. I've done a whole video on these, so I'm not going to open these. If you do want to check them out, I've actually done 2 videos on these palettes, so check them out. So I have Salted Caramel, Chocolate Love, Chocolate Vice, Chocolate and Peach, I think this is called. Yeah, Chocolate and Peaches. The Golden Bar, I think this is just Rose Gold. Chocolate Rose Gold. Mint Chocolate. Chocolate Elixir. Oh my god, this is a mess. And right at the back, Chocolate Orange. So I just like to keep these stacked like this, and I know that they're all in order, so yeah, I love those. Some of my absolute favourite drugstore palettes of life. So yeah, check them out if you want a really good drugstore eyeshadow palette. And they have so many, so you'll definitely find one for you. But like I said, I have done a video on them. I'll try to link it down below if I remember. So that is it for this drawer. The next drawer down is my other high-end palettes. These are kind of not my absolute favourites, but I keep them in here. Also the bigger kind of style palettes. So obviously I do have some Kat Von D in here, which I would want to fit in the other drawer, but I can't. First product is my newest palette. This is the Mini Metal Matte palette from Kat Von D. It looks like this. It's full of like warm neutral shades. These colours are in the original Metal Matte, and so is this one and this one, but the others are new. I love the Metal Matte, which I'll get onto in a minute. So Metal Matte, the packaging's really cool, it's gorgeous. So that's my newest palette. And then this is the Big Metal Matte, which I absolutely love. I don't know if you know I absolutely love this, but it's got such an amazing variety of colours and the shimmer shades are really, really good. So I absolutely adore this palette so much, and it's absolutely huge. So let's compare. So this is the Mini Metal Matte and this is the original Metal Matte. You can't get the original Metal Matte anymore, I'm afraid, so I'm sorry about that. I then have the Zoeva Plaisir box, I don't know what it's called. Looks like chocolate bars. So this comes with Blank Fusion, which looks like this. This is probably my favourite out of the three. I just love the colour arrangement in here, and this yellow gold is incredible. It's with Caramel Melange, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, which looks like this. Again, full of warm tones, very neutral, very pretty. I also love the packaging of these palettes. I just think it's so pretty. And it's like a milk chocolate, white chocolate and dark chocolate. And this one is Cocoa Blend, which I think is probably the most popular. Really nice neutral shades, but like quite unusual, like this one and this one, which is Warm Note and Delicate Acidity. Okay, so my camera cut off, but that is the Zoeva Plaisir box, if I'm saying that correctly. This is quite bulky, but I do like to keep them in the box just because it's so pretty. I have my Mini Shade and Light Eye Quads. I have Rust, which is the kind of orangey browny one. I have Smoke, which is perfect for a smoky eye. I don't wear smoky eyes a great deal, but this is great for that. This is my go-to. I have Sage, which is my favourite out of all of them. I love this one so much. This green colour is like my absolute jam. And then I have the Plum one, which looks like this. These are really, really great if you just want a certain colour story. Like, they're really good. And have all of my Urban Decay Naked palettes. So I have the original Naked palette, which looks like this. I'm sure you've all seen this 1,000 times. This one is pretty new to me. I got it when I was in London last year. I then have the Naked 2, which is more cool toned, but still like quite wearable and nice. My Naked 3, which was my first ever high-end palette, and it looks like this. It's gorgeous. I absolutely love this one. The packaging's a bit beaten up though. I then have my Naked Smoky. I got this because I heard they were discontinuing it, and I wanted to kind of complete my collection, but I don't really wear smoky eyes very much, but when I do, I will go to this. And the packaging is gorgeous. Probably my favourite of all the packaging. And then I have the Naked Heat, which is also amazing for the packaging, and this is just full of really pretty, reddy, warm tone shades. I love this palette, it's gorgeous. But in the back I have my Buxom palette. This is a custom palette, so I picked the colours in here. It looks like this. These are some of the most pigmented shadows I've ever come across in my entire life. They are quite pricey, but like the pigmentation is absolutely unreal. I'll show you. Like, oh my god, this is kind of like a bluey greeny kind of thing. I showed Brogan this colour in London and she absolutely freaked out. So yeah, they are very creamy, very, 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 very pigmented. But yeah, they are quite pricey, so like that palette was like £35. I then have my Sephora It palette. I think this is the brown neutrals or something. I don't know if that's what it's called. It looks like this. It just has a really good range of like everything. A good range of mattes, shimmers. You can use it for eyebrow colours, like everything. So this is really, really good for that. I got this from Sephora in Spain. And have my Too Faced Love palette, which looks like this. I haven't had a chance to use this yet. I got it mainly for these green shades down here. But it's really, really pretty, full of shimmer shades. I can't wait to actually use this. And I got this for £14 from TK Maxx, so that was amazing. This is supposed to be like 37, so that was a really good deal. Then have my Huda Beauty Rose Gold Textured Eyeshadow Palette. This I'm kicking myself for buying because it was ridiculously expensive. The packaging is really basic and cheap for a really expensive palette. I love the colours, but I feel like I didn't really need this. I only bought this because they said it was going to be discontinued, and I was like, I've wanted it for so long, I need to get it. But the shadows are really nice, but it's definitely not my favourite for the price tag anyway. And then last in this drawer is my Saharan palette by Juvia's Place, which looks like this. This is incredible. This colour in particular I'm obsessed with. I also really like Lulu and Fula. My gosh, the colours in here are so good. When you look at it, probably looks like they don't work together, but I love the colours together, so this is amazing. And like they're really cheap, like that palette's like £20. For the quality of the shadows, it's incredible. That is it for this drawer. So in this drawer is all my, sorry I am sitting on the floor, is all my affordable drugstore palettes. So I have the Fortune Favours the Brave from Make Revolution. The majority of this drawer is Make Revolution, so I'm not going to keep saying it. This is incredible. If you want to do it all palette, this is definitely the one for you. I then have Affirmation, which looks like this. Really pretty cool toned colours for if I ever need them, except for like this kind of three up here. I then have Flawless Matte, which is a really good matte palette for if you're on a budget. This is a really good one. I then have the Flawless palette, which is like the other, but this is pretty much all shimmers except for these shades and this one here. They are like all shimmer shades. Then have the Flawless 3, which looks like this. Then the Flawless 4, which is absolutely gorgeous. So the middle two rows are all mattes, and the top and bottom rows are all shimmers. Really good layout. I really like the colour arrangement in there. Next is the My Sign palettes. These are also from Make Revolution. So this is the Fire palette, which is for Aries, Leo and Sagittarius, which looks like this. I haven't had a chance to use these yet, but I do want to do a kind of look series with these, so let me know if you want that. This is Water, which is Pisces, Cancer and Scorpio. I absolutely love all the green shades in here because I love green eyeshadows on me. This is Air, which is Aquarius, Gemini and Libra. So this is just full of like blue, cool tones. Yes, I'm sweating, so my fingerprints show up. So yeah, really pretty colours. And the last one is Earth, which is Capricorn, Taurus and Virgo. If you like kind of your neutral shades, this is probably the best one. So yeah, really cute series. I think these are like £5 each, and I just love the idea of them, so that is those. Then I have the Primark Master Eye Palette, which looks like this. This is really, really good quality actually, that's why I'm keeping hold of it. I then have my Makeup Geek palette from I Heart Makeup, which is just full of colours and amazingness. I then have my Illicit Content, which is one of my absolute favourite Holy Grail palettes. This is actually my second one because my other one broke. I have the Make Revolution Ultra Eye Contour Light and Shade palette, which is a dupe for the Kat Von D one, but we're not going to get into that. This is really good quality if you don't want to buy the Kat Von D one. And next in this little section, Freedom Rock and Roll Queen palette. This is full of like dual tone shimmers. It's really, really nice. I haven't had a chance to try that yet though. So these ones here are this is the neutrals versus neutrals, full of like red shades and then some normal neutrals at the bottom. This is an amazing, amazing palette. It's the Iconic Pro 1 palette, which is a dupe of the Lorac Pro palette, which is just kind of basic neutral shades. This is the Iconic Pro 2 palette, which is more cool toned, really, really pretty colours. They're probably some of my favourite Make Revolution palettes. I have this from MUA. This is the Burning Embers palette, which looks like this, full of like warm tones, a good variety of mattes and shimmers. Then I have at the back here my Salvation palette from Make Revolution. This is the Run Boy Run. I did have more of these, but I've decided to kind of get rid of most of them. I only have this one and this one, which is the Unicorns Unite. I just don't find myself reaching for this. I had a good all clear out in this drawer to get rid of quite a lot of my palettes that I just don't need. I don't need any of this, but you know, I'm still going to get it. Then I have my limited edition palettes. I believe they actually sell this one, but I got this for free at the time. This is the Love the Revolution palette, which they brought out for Valentine's Day last year when you spent over a certain amount at Superdrug. I wanted it purely for that red shade and the highlighter. Then have Revaholic Eyes, which is the original that they did. I love this bloody colour here, it's amazing. Not a lot I can say about these. I have Revaholic Lips, which I actually won from the Make It Revolution Instagram page, so that was really cool. Just a really nice kind of variety of colours. I don't really like use lipsticks in pans because they're just not, you know what I'm trying to say. I have Revaholic Cheeks. I do not understand why the contour shades are like in this kind of pan, but the highlights are like really pretty. And I really like the blushes in here. I need to use this more actually. I might put this in my blush drawer, but it's really pretty. So then I have the Pro HD Amplified 35 palette. This is in the shade Luxe. And it looks like this. This is absolutely humongous. This is a dupe of the Morphe Falling to the Frost palette, which I really wanted, but I don't need it now. So it has all the mattes on the bottom, and then the rest are shimmer shades, and they are absolutely stunning. And then I have this, which is the Ultimate Blush and Light and Contour palette from 2017, I think. This was a holiday release, but I'm not going to get it out because it's like well and truly tucked in there. And in this corner I have my Halloween edition palette. This one is Give Them Darkness, which is this one. Really cool. I love this orange colour and this green down here. These are Halloween limited edition palettes. Then have Give Them Nightmares, which is the first Halloween palette that they did. Very smoky, very purpley, bluey, greeny, gorgeous. Have Dark Rain, which is this one. So it has the mattes on the top and the shimmers on the bottom. This one's not as interesting to me, but I do love the Halloween special edition palette, so that's why I kept hold of that. The Dead or Alive palette, which is probably my favourite Halloween palette release that they've done. The colours up here are amazing. So yeah, love that one. Last one is the Midnight Unicorn, which looks like this. Very bright, very fun, very pink. But yeah, really gorgeous kind of colour layout in there. That's it for my drugstore palette drawer. And now we're moving on to the last drawer. And the last drawer is my bigger palette. So this is kind of a mixture of drugstore and high-end. So these are ones that kind of need their own little place, I guess. So the first one is my Urban Decay Alice in Wonderland palette. This is probably my favourite in terms of design. This is what the colours look like. I absolutely love this red here. It's absolutely incredible. So yeah, the palette of this is absolutely gorgeous, and I'm the biggest Alice in Wonderland fan, so I had to have that. I then have the OPV Umoja palette, which looks like this. I actually saw this on Instagram and that's how I discovered it. Look how pretty this is. It's very like dubious place, I find, with the layout, but it's gorgeous. It's from Sephora. I don't actually know what this is called. I got it as a gift from my brother for my birthday, but it looks like this. Very cute, and it has like lipsticks in that compartment and blushes and stuff in that compartment. It's very kids makeup kind of vibe, but it's really cute. So yeah, that's that. Then have my Makeup Obsession palettes here. I'll try not to blind you all too late. This is the rose gold one, and this is what the colours look like. So these are custom palettes that I've picked all of these shades. Again, I have done videos on, well, a video on them palettes, so check it out. It's somewhere on my channel. Again, if I remember, I will leave it below. This is my more cool toned one. If I want to do smoky eyes, and that is in silver casing. Very thought out. And then I have my overlay shadows, which looks like this. It's very warm, very neutral. My thing all over. Love that palette. So that is those. And I have this, which is a highlight palette, but I'm going to touch on it briefly. This is a Pro HD Amplified palette. This is Glow Getter. Looks like this. It's very for a kind of highlight palette, but yeah, I'll just touch on that because it's in there. I then have my Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm sure you've seen this 1,000 times. This is really nice. Not my favourite in my collection, but it's really good. I then have these from Morphe, which are the 25B and 25A palettes. So this is the copper one. Really gorgeous. So these kind of top colours are matte, with exception of this one, and then these are like shimmer shades. Good, really good mix of shades. And this one is the bronze one, which looks like this. absolutely gorgeous colours. I have my Kat Von D and Too Faced Better Together collaboration. I don't really like this palette. This is the Too Faced side. Like, what look can you do with that? Literally nothing. And then the colours in the Kat Von D side don't kind of go along with that. Like, I love the Kat Von D side, but I can't bring myself to just sell this side, so I'm keeping on to it. But it's quirky, it's cute, and I like the design, but I don't really use it. I then have my little MAC magnetic palettes. So this one has all my Makeup Revolution shadows in that I depotted, which is just basic. And then this one has my Freedom and MUA shadows in. I nearly got rid of these, but I thought, no, I put that much time and effort into them that I have to keep them. My Freedom Pro Artist Black Art Pad, which looks like this. This is actually incredible quality, so if you want something really, really good and neutral, this is the one to get. The last palette to wrap this video up is my Lorac palette, which is full of colour shades. I don't really use this that much, but if I ever need it, I keep hold of it, and I got this from like Amazon or something. And that is it for my makeup eyeshadow palette collection. So I really hope you enjoyed my palette collection. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and I would love to know your holy grail eyeshadow palettes, because I'm always on the hunt for more. Not that I need any more, just judging by that collection, but I really hope you enjoyed it. So give it a big thumbs up if you did, and hit that subscribe button down below if you want to see more of me and my videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!